come in there and I just have to be.
Yes, doing a long live stream until the camera dies. So right now it's 9 p.m. Right now it's 9 o'clock Eastern time. So you stay on the computer last until it dies. But when it gets towards 30% or less than that, I will turn the computer off and we'll leave this live stream going on right now. So it's not until after 9. Right now it's 9 o'clock, so we'll stay on until further notice. The house is supposed to get worked on a little bit, so yeah, we're gonna stay on until the camera dies on the computer. When the computer gets so low, then I will do what I need to do. But yeah, we're gonna stay on for a little bit. We're also working on the house, so this is kind of like gonna be a long day stream. The longest one we have just so far is 5. Just how long we make this one.
Chickens are not there. Not there. They moved. I swear I just heard Nancy laying an egg too. And Karen.
I honestly thought the storm was over, but it's not. I still have to survive. I found this frog blanket. I'm literally creating my own series. Make it in a hurricane.
So guys, we're just gonna kill time. Like I said before I started recording, I dreamt this story. I've been here since 4. And if you were out here earlier, I was doing B-Stars earlier. We're gonna finish the B-Stars later on today, but right now I'm just gonna do this for a little bit. I'll try something different. So let's here. 9, 10, 11, 12. 1, 2, 3. Let's stay until 3 o'clock, guys. I'll be on for 6 hours. So starting now, we're gonna be on.
Come on. Tug of war with a lion. Feeding gators, catching gators, crocodiles.
One thing I'm scared of is George.
You can see all the chickens are right here. Come on, babies.
Yeah, it's fun yesterday.
They're hanging out right here.
Yeah, my
It really
going
is
off.
getting bad.
It's going off.
Chickens are so.
I'm taking the trimmer.
I'm so. It's
So
about
when the
12
trimmer, these
o'clock
guys come
right
up down the
now.
house.
They said the brunt of the hurricane is actually
It
going to
doesn't
hit
matter.
out
All I
at
have to do is
2.
put the phones by the Saturday, so it doesn't matter.
I'm just trying to survive. I had to build a fort. I had to eat Cheetos and boogers just to make it me.
What you guys do work?
But you gotta do what you gotta do to make it.
And I think we got spares.
It's survival of the fittest right now.
Oh wow, that actually
I'm not
down
that
already.
fit.
Wow.
My dad bod is more of a father figure than anything, and
Wow.
just trying to make it
No,
happen.
I can't. I need that building. I need to worry he's gonna fall down.
We're
That's the only
putting
thing
the
you
ribs
want
now on the camper, and the pigs,
Yeah, I
just
know.
like God
Lady
created them. The pigs are out in their element, doing what pigs do, digging and eating dirt, roots, grass.
There we go.
There go the ducks. Look at that. There go the ducks.
There we go.
Oh, wow. Wow. All right, the fog is going to be starting to come. The worst of it is on its way.
It appears as the storm has finally stopped, my only friend in all of this isolation has been my friend here called Tekahara. Because, I named it Tekahara because, I love Asian things. Especially George. I'm going to go see how things are. The ducks are having the time of their life.
Oh no. Here comes the wind and the rain again.
I'm trying to stay sheltered. Everything is underwater. As I've shared before, look at this. Oh man, we're to the rims. Pigs, how you guys doing? That's not a sausage. Get away from me. My clothes are wet. I don't have fur like you do. I have to make do. Go back to digging and stuff.
No, that's not food.
That is to save myself. This is just insanity. Look at this. Let's go check the chicken coop. I'm not sure how I even survived this long, but somehow, someway, the tractor looks unscathed. Look at all the chickens coming. Okay,
Not funny, Doug. Thanks for the laugh track, but nobody's laughing but you.
here comes all George's chickens. See if anything did try to get up in here yet.
Okay, guys. So we're gonna stay until 3 o'clock if we can.
No, I don't see any.
We'll stay until the computer dies, which will be in about 5 hours.
Another egg was
So this
laid.
computer can stay on for like 5 hours to recharge. So
Nancy
we'll stay on until maybe 2.
and Karen. Excuse me, guys.
I usually don't do live streams. I don't usually do long live streams, but today I'm going to do a long
You know
one
what?
and see who
Guys,
comes
I'm
on and
trying
stuff.
to eat this snack, and I'm gonna be wearing your pelts on my back. Let's go see how they're.
So yeah, this is gonna be a long live stream today. Long until the computer chart. Long until maybe I'll make it. Maybe I'll stay until noon. Heck, I might stay until 1. Who knows? I am going to be doing the longest live stream ever. So yeah.
There could even be red ant balls and all
Oh,
this flooding.
I
Now,
hate
I've
those.
not seen any yet, but look at this. Look at this.
Red ant balls are bad.
Perfect. Literally perfect. There's their ball to play with. This is their wallowing hole. This is where they go to the bathroom and where they sleep. Right back in there. It's underwater a little bit, but in all reality, you guys don't care, do you? No, of course you don't, because you'd love to wallow. It's been a heck of a 24 hours, hasn't it? You might even say it's been a hails of a 24 hours. You guys are doing really good, but you're not going to beat me on naked in a hurricane. This
I would not want to see his nuts or his sausage or his balls.
this right here.
So,
This 6 foot deep. That is a 6 foot deep burn pile. No longer. Wow. Wow, that
he's
is
wearing boots.
wow. That is a serious 8-10 inches deep. This is where we caught all the pigs, right in there. Oh man. There's the shelling tree. We still have some shells left. Whew. This is where the truck is. Look at all this.
Funny.
I left the truck. Gee whiz. I left the truck hooked up to the camper so the camper wouldn't blow over. And it actually looks like my plan might have worked. Elsa, I just want you to know, we will rebuild. But bare minimum. We're at least going to put the camper back.
Not watching any more of that, Jeremy. So that's good to know. Today will be the last day they're done. Today will be the last day they work. I mean, I'm not really Pokemon. I mean, Pokemon's okay, guys. Up to a point. I mean, I like watching some things, guys, but there's some things that I don't want to watch. Like, Pokemon's alright, but hey, guys, Tyler here. I'm just looking around online. So, over the years, I have watched some weird stuff over the years. I mean, I like watching Marvels. The older ones are pretty cool. Ugh. Empty back hurts.
Juno, why are you screaming at me? What? Because I got the worst seat in the house.
Down in front, they get it.
Which I don't care. I like being a YouTuber.
Not everyone can handle the taste bud buzzsaw of the pure, undiluted cranberry.
All right.
That's all right. We have a juice for that. What will you do with all that power?
I should do. I better put that on real quick so I don't forget. Sports game. Go to it. See on TV or 50-50. Sports. Go to it. Go to it. See on TV / radio / TV. Go to it. No. ADIO radio / TV. Sports games. Go to it. What do you see? Would. How would you like your butter? That's just stupid. That's a dumb question. O. C A. How would you like to see a? How would you see a sports? GAME. Any GAME. Any game. Go to it. No. TV / radio. I don't care to. I don't care. Okay, guys, we're gonna start. I'm just curious because I can't vote. So we're just gonna leave it alone, okay? No. So yeah, guys, I'm having a poll right now about sports. B A long VIDEO.
Today on Mega Movers, this giant of a bygone era, an 85-ton Gothic roof barn must be moved 26 miles. Neither snow, ice, or deadly roads will stop this determined crew from getting the job done.
I really don't know how he's gonna make that.
And in Texas, it's a wild sight as a relic from the Old West is cut up, hauled in pieces to a new location, and then reassembled.
If anything goes wrong, I'll be right up there in the middle of it.
Butler County, Nebraska. This Gothic roofed barn, towering high high above an endless expanse of America's heartland, is being moved 26 miles along slick, icy, unpaved country road to a new home. Vernon Curtis, a local farmer, recently purchased the barn, which was built in the early 1920s.
And it's all original. Nothing has been torn out. A lot of these old barns, you know, the insides have all been gutted out and then made over for a modern purpose.
To move the barn, Vernon has called in Dave Scribner, owner of Scripps Moving and Heavy Hauling in nearby David City, Nebraska. Dave's family has been in business for more than 50 years and has moved large objects all over the United States, including 3 Carnegie libraries. But moving a barn...
I don't know if I want to watch that. No, it doesn't. It does sound interesting, but it doesn't seem safe to me. No offense, guys. I like watching weird stuff, but something that extreme, I'll pass. Like I said, guys, we're just going to be on for as long as we want to be long, but I can't believe though, guys. But we're 500 subscribers and be on each of this long. Go to it? No. TV session, I don't care. Now, like me, some games I can't watch them on TV, so I have to listen to them on the radio. So, I mean, any sport, okay, cricket, you go to it? No. Yeah, me personally, I'd go to it. But like NASCAR, you can't. NASCAR is too expensive. So yeah, I'm doing a poll.
It's summer?
Yes, summer, the time of fun. Looking at the beach. That carefree outdoor merriment. And no homework. If you're an adult, like me. But if you're a kid, you have to spend the summer writing a 500-page book report.
That's all right.
This is the approved list of books from which you may choose. Have a nice summer. Don't forget to write. And write, and write.
500-page book report? That sounds like fun. All I said was it sounded like fun. He said it again. That's him. Cool. School's over. It's summer vacation.
All right. Woohoo! What do you want to do, Jimmy? Get some snow cones? Wish for world peace? Get some snow cones?
I've got an idea. Let's say we head on over to the library. You know, to get an early start on that 500-page book report that you'll have to do at some point because the library is full of information and you're going to blow it off until the last minute, aren't you? Of course I'm not going to blow it off until the last minute.
I wouldn't. I'd be doing it right now.
I can't wait to spend the entire summer exploring the wonder of books. Bitch! I can't believe I blew it off to the last minute! Don't you guys ever go to the bathroom? Well, at least I can take comfort in the fact that my best friends procrastinated all summer too, just like me, right?
Actually, Timmy, I did my report months ago, and it's being made into a feature film.
I'm planning on slugging this year, so I stopped caring months ago.
We're going to the all-day, all-free end of summer kids who did their summer book report carnival.
Which is free. Then why did you walk all the way here to the library with me?
To run in!
Take the double shot. I'm just gonna watch the little guys for a couple hours.
Pass that Camaro like we're standing still. Welcome to the episode of Jay Leno's Garage. We're here in the steam room of my garage, which means everything in here is powered by steam. All the stuff, steam memorabilia on the wall. And this is, I think, as most people do, probably the greatest steam car ever built. No, it is the greatest steam car. It's called the Doble. It was built by Abner Doble. Prior to this, all steam cars required you lighting a pilot, like using a match or a torch of some sort, and waiting 10 or 15 minutes to get the job and doing a bunch of stuff. This was the first steam car. Get in, turn the key, and go. This car is interesting because it was owned by Howard Hughes. Howard Hughes was a big Doble enthusiast. He liked it because it was the only car that could match Duesenberg in acceleration. He went 132.5 in 1925. That's amazing for a steam car. We're going to show you how it works in just a little bit. This is a Murphy body car. This is the very first Murphy Roadster with a disappearing top. Now, you've seen other cars like my Duesenberg. This one here, the supercharged car, the green one. That's a disappearing top. That was the most popular body for Duesenberg. But this was the very first, this was the prototype, the first disappearing top car. It does not have roll-up windows, but the top goes down into the back as well. It's really fast. It makes 1,000 foot-pounds of torque.
Wow.
There is no transmission in the car. It is direct drive.
So we're trying to big guys that's still working the roof.
Gears to help transmit power. This car was
Later on today, guys, I'll do some more B-stars. Finish up book 10, book 11. We'll finish up doing book 11. We'll start book 12 tomorrow. We'll start book 12 later this week. And I have chores to do, and yes, I'll be going to the post office tomorrow. Oh, that hurt. I will be going to the post office tomorrow to do some things.
This requires a very unique blend of steam oil.
I don't know if I'm going to go to Dad's or not, but tomorrow I will be going to the library tomorrow. Library and post office tomorrow. So you guys know I'll be at the post office tomorrow to do some stuff.
So that's what makes it so powerful. I think steam expands like 2,500 times at that temperature. That's what makes this car so powerful. I'm going to show you how the car works in just a minute.
I can't know I'm going to have for, maybe I know it's not time for lunch yet. It's like 9 o'clock, but yeah, we're going to stay on until maybe noon. Noon at least till noon today.
Because everything you think you know about internal combustion engines does not apply here. Most cars, you're trying to get the heat out of the engine.
I know. A few more videos to go, then we'll be somewhere else.
Anywhere heat is escaping, you want to seal that up or do what you have to do because the more heat it has, literally.
So we started banging next to them on the roof, fixing the roof up.
Let me show you what it looks like under the hood. Now, although it looks like it might be a show car under the hood here, it's really not. We run this car a lot. I was running it just yesterday, so it's a little bit grimy. The engine itself is in the back of the car, and I'm going to show you that in just a minute. I just wanted to show you.
I'm just going to watch random junk on TV, guys. And you guys want to put... And I'm actually wondering, guys, about sports.
An expression of who you are.
Any sport, okay? Doesn't matter what sport it is. As long as it's a sport. Would you want to watch it on TV or would you want to watch it live? That's what I mean. It's a sport. Any sport. You want to go to it? You don't care? Yes, no. You like to go to it? I mean, personally, I like to go to them. It depends what the sport is. Most of the time, I like to go to one. But, yeah.
To choose from. I've got a selection here, Volkswagen Polo, Suzuki Swift, nice actually, and the Citroen C1. The trouble is, none of these cars are really small. They are, in fact, massive.
So, yeah.
40 years ago, car makers could sell you something much smaller. The original Mini, for example, or the bubble car. But even these aren't small. Not really. Not compared to this. The Peel P50.
That is 54 inches long and 41 inches wide. It's listed in the Guinness Book of Records as the smallest production car ever. And what I'm sure you're expecting me to do now is introduce Richard Hammond. But what I'm actually going to do is drive it to work. All 6'5" of me. No, that's not going to work. I'll have to. Leg first, and then yes!
Get ready for the bangs.
Built on the Isle of Man in the early 60s, the P50 was said to be almost cheaper than walking. Cost £198 and did 100 miles to the gallon. It sounds perfect then, for the roads of today. Of course, there are one or two drawbacks. Can't imagine, for instance, that it's terribly safe. Not when your knees are crumple zones. And nor is it very fast. What I've got down here by my right knee, in the cabin, making an awful lot of noise and generating quite a bit of heat, is the 49cc.
So here we go, guys. Here's some bangs.
Top speed rather depends on how big you are, and actually how much you had for breakfast. Realistically, even the skinniest, shortest chap with the whitest of teeth will struggle to get past 35. Something else I've just thought of as well. I have to pay congestion charge in this part of London, but the camera crew in the Lexus 4x4 don't because it's a hybrid. How fair is that? It's not like I'm creating any pollution at all. The peel band is not only a handy way of getting to work,
That was faked.
it's also pretty practical. When you
He did confirm that part where they were smoking was faked.
normally, the BBC make you more up in an underground car park where the bays are only big enough for ethnic geese bicycles and fair trade G-whizzes. But because this is smaller than an ethnic geese bicycle, I don't have to worry about parking.
Peace bicycle?
The great thing about
But he can do it, I can't do that.
is that it's very light, which means that when you get to work, you just pick it up and carry it inside.
Like a suitcase. You carry it like a suitcase.
Morning. In the Top Gear office, the team were keen to know more about the P50. I give you the future, young men and women. Peel P50. I think it's 4.5 horsepower. You know those little tights cars that all kids have got? That's exactly the same. One door. I've never seen the Top Gear team so enthusiastic about any car. Oh, lads, I put a good exec down in the car park. Oh, right. Got a new Ferrari down there. Not interested in this. Even John Humphrey's
John Humphrey. Never who that is. Oh, I need to.
What can't you just clean?
I don't know what you're saying though, but yeah, that's gonna be kind of the hardest things to do.
4,000. 4,000.
Yeah, I know what you're saying, but like I said, guys, you guys want to come on here? If anyone does come on here, test 1, 2, that'd be nice.
Who's got the car? Who's still in the car?
Oh. John Humphrey stole the car.
Please don't just steal our things. Mind?
Thanks very much indeed. Johnny, nice of you.
That'd be fun to drive around the. Yeah, drive that around the CNN. That'd be hilarious. Drake and Josh, Viacom. That's the rule, guys. At the Helens channel. And the TV show who makes it. So Drake and Josh, Viacom. Viacom. So Viacom. Jake and Trosh, Viacom.
Water.
Aang.
Earth.
Viacom.
Fire.
Viacom.
Long ago, the four nations lived together in harmony. Then, everything changed when the Fire Nation attacked. Only the Avatar, master of all four elements, could stop them. But when the world needed him most, he vanished. 100 years passed and my brother and I discovered the new Avatar, an airbender named Aang. And although his airbending skills are great, he has a lot to learn before he's ready to save anyone. But I believe Aang can save the world.
That's So Raven, ABC. That's so stupid. I don't like Raven. Raven's stupid.
Yeah, that's me. There's 100.
Face of Fur, Disney. Not watching any more of this crap. So we watch, I don't know. But we're just gonna watch. K942 to base. 1954. Or two. The house fixed it better. So I want to do. What is that? Mud or is that gross? The state of the century? What the hell is that? Hello? That's just wrong, guys. That's just wrong. So yeah.
What is this mortal life if not the pursuit of legacy?
So yeah, guys, we're gonna be on. Like I said, we're gonna be on for as long as you want me to be on. So we'll be on. So around 11 o'clock, I'll make lunch.
How is my
What I'm making, I don't know yet.
We're going back to a hell of a boss. No circuit. Season 2, episode 1.
I'm gonna used to it now. Like I said, guys, over the years, I watched some weird crap. I want to watch this interesting shit. Might watch some DOJ OCPR later.
I'm gonna cry. I'm already crying, which is embarrassing, but well, I'm not good with this sort of thing.
Welcome to Ms. Mojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 20 times talk show hosts cried on TV.
Better hush for your cries after death if we can't finish the show.
Like a lot of Americans, I'm under a lot of stress right now.
For this list, we're looking at the most emotional moments on talk shows when the host was brought or almost brought to tears while on TV. What do you think is the most emotional moment in talk show history? Let us know in the comments below. Number 20, Jimmy Kimmel's tribute to Don Rickles, Jimmy Kimmel Live. When late-night talk show hosts get emotional on television, it's usually for good reason. During an episode of Jimmy Kimmel Live in April 2017, Kimmel began his opening monologue in tears as he shared that his close friend Don Rickles had passed away.
He was 90 years old, and I know it sounds crazy to say he was too young, but he was, because he was
I wish I could be going to. I wish I had the money. I don't know how to be going to FurCon, but I don't want to go to FurCon because one, I don't think people think I'd be pretty cool though. I'm just a nobody who thinks his life's useless. But oh, this is recent. I'll watch this.
21, get up there. Fortunately, we just took the 2A. We're both 1037.
Oh, this is Michigan. This is Michigan.
Hey, we're coming into your city. We're 64 right now.
That's US 60. Oh, that's US 64. That's not us.
Okay, U-turn. We're making a U-turn. We're going back eastbound on 64.
No, this is not area. This is not area. This is this is
Unit needs to get out of the way where I can get up there with no.
this isn't us. This is a different state.
Speed 78. We're still eastbound on 64. Going up to 282.
How fast are you going, man?
Going up to 282 now. We're passing 282, still eastbound. Speed's 100.
Okay. 145. That doesn't seem safe.
Well, I won't be, we're putting people's lives at risk. Go ahead and pick. It's got a Texas 28 newer model Chevy Silverado pickup. Don't pit them towards the median.
Hit him!
21, I get him right there just past Sunnyside. There's no houses. It's nothing but a big field right there. We're still eastbound, speed 95. There's H1.
Hit him!
Speed's 100. I'm in the left lane. Light traffic. Speed's 96. Past the pepper source.
Hit him! I hit him. You guys hear banging, guys? Because we're going to roof down.
If you want to mess with it or not. My unit's already got damage, but I don't have side fenders, so it's liable to tear my car up even more.
That's what the guards are for.
Speed's 100. Left lane. We're coming up to a semi right now, so you're going to have to do something. We're passing Griner Construction. Let out PD know we're fixing to be coming through their city. I'm going to try to get spikes set up. Speed's 100. Coming up to a red light. Traffic's light. Clear left, clear right. I think it looks like a rental truck. Speeds 90. We're passing Old Concord. 21's trying to move up for a bit. Speed's 100. We're coming up to Twin Bridges.
Start 940.
$21 now would be a good time. Speed's 100. We're coming up to the city limits out. Going into the city of Allen, speed's 90. Light traffic coming up to a red light. Pretty road, stand by.
Next to Walmart.
Blue through an intersection. We're continuing on eastbound.
Check over there in the county, see if anybody's questionable.
We're continuing through Alma. We're passing Mountain Grove Road, speeds 100. Clear left, clear right. Passing the funeral place, speed still 100. We're passing the storage unit place here on 64, speeds 100.
When you want to be close down, if you feel comfortable, go ahead and get you on the spot.
He keeps trying to dodge 21's pit. He's swerving all over the place. Speed's 83. 21 is trying. He's trying pretty hard to get him pitted out. The guy's swerving at him. We still have a rolling P unit behind us. We're passing Oric Road, speed's 85. Passing Edwards Road, speed's 90.
Edwards Road, speed 90. What Franklin County know also? Franklin County.
We're passing, going up to the golf course, River Valley Golf Course. Speed 95.
River Valley's up the road from here. But it's not. This is not River Valley. This is River Valley.
He's still trying to pit him out. Speed's 95. Got to still swerve. Still a lot of traffic.
So yeah, guys. So today's going to be a long live stream, and hi, hello. So just wondering, just doing a poll for fun. Just wondering what you guys thought.
City of Dyer. Speed's 80.
So yeah, just killing time. That's what I'm doing today. Just doing a long. We're gonna be doing a live stream until maybe noon. Right now it's like not. So I'm gonna do a long live stream today. So that's it. No, I cannot. Right now we are getting. I can't do no cosplay right now, guys, because they're doing repairs in the house right now, and then they come to the door and ask me questions. I think for the questions. So no cosplay right now, guys. I mean, besides, cosplay is a weekends thing. I'm doing a weekday.
We're back eastbound on 64.
I mean, I'm not doing cosplay today, guys. I'll be doing cosplay maybe this. It depends when I have time, but today I can't do cosplay because of they're working on the roof right now, and you know it's hard to concentrate getting painted up when they're doing repairs on the roof. So maybe a future day. I will do one more cosplay so I will do cosplay later on this week. Okay, if I have time, I'll do cosplay this week. Right now, I cannot. But yeah, like I said, guys, I do have a poll up.
Passing River Road, speeds 110. I don't know what's wrong with my car. I don't know what's wrong with people staying in it.
He's watching random stuff on TV. Or he's watching random stuff online. So that's what I'm doing right now. I'm killing time. And if you guys have a question, put it in the chat and I'll read it. I'm just killing time, guys, because there's nothing to do right now. It's a lazy day. Dyer's closed today, so I'm just doing a lazy day of stuff today. So if you have a question, put it in the chat and I'll read it. That's interesting. But I will do cosplay later on this week, maybe. Most likely I'll do cosplay later on, but right now, can't. So,
It's Friday
yeah.
night at Upside Boom. You get to go bundling your home and car insurance could save you
Oh, I hate this commercial.
neighbors like, huh? Little girls
You hear that banging stuff. That's the guys ripping off my room and reshingling my roof, which I can't wait.
When suddenly,
What's one box? This isn't going to the Whistling Woods.
No, it ain't, pal. Unless the mayor of Solar gives me $100 million, we're gonna drive this dynamite right into Netflix Station. We got a problem.
get me Sir Top of Hat, and you,
Rosie?
back late.
You know my schedule, dear.
Okay, people, this is what we trained for. So immature. Can we all just stay on track?
So,
Let's just get this bastard.
James and Percy. What's your favorite? Macaroni. Mac and cheese. Macaroni and cheese.
Hello, Percy. Hello, Thomas. Wonderful weather for a hijacking, isn't it?
Shut your steam hole and get closer.
So yeah, macaroni.
Been really useful.
Oh, poor Percy.
You'll never take me alive, Sir Top of the Hut.
Oh,
Miss me. Oh, your blows are harmless.
Yep. I can't buy the good. I buy the store brand stuff. It's close enough to good stuff.
Harold the helicopter. You're a part of this.
That's right. I'm tired of taking a back seat to a bunch of steam trains. I can fly.
Yeah. I mean, I buy the name brand stuff, guys, but with the inflation stuff, it got too expensive. I can't afford it anymore. So, Wilbur Audrey, can you wash my friend's? Yeah. Yeah. Happy birthday. Wipe words. Happy birthday, wipe words. I think that's the pronounce it. Not sure.
Thank you, everyone. Knapford Station is safe.
You're quite welcome, Mayor.
And how did you dispose of the dynamite? And with no more public transportation, everyone on Sodor bought a Hummer.
Yeah, give me it.
I've got a lot of work to do.
Everyone remembers the heroic heroism that made Captain Sully Sullenbrighter a hero. But while one hero was born, another died in the bowels of the jet engine. Launchpad McQuack. For not filing an FAA flight plan, he and 17 seagulls paid the ultimate price.
I'll check it for a minute here. Check it for a second.
Where's your other cleat? Oscar has it. We don't need new ones.
Hold up. You need to go to Dix.com.
Fix.com. I didn't pick it up.
And they have curbside pickup.
I like your dog.
Oh, that's y'all Parky. Every search starts in Dix.
Oliver,
Cousin Avery,
my mom always wanted to take me to England.
there's a wedding coming up. You should come. Evie is the host. What's to do? I'm controlling to getting to know you better.
I can't shake the feeling that everyone is staring at me.
Here she is.
Where are the bride and groom?
There has been someone missing from this tale, but that one will be renewed tonight. To Evie, a new bride.
Help me, please.
Here they are.
Hello, there's a young lady who seems quite distressed. The invitation. I'm so glad you've come to your senses, Anna. August 26th.
This video is sponsored by Surfshark VPN. We need to talk about Thomas the Tank Engine. Hey you, my name is Thomas Tomscott Ridgewell, and if you're wondering why I'm dressed like a burglar, it's because I'm here to steal your childhood. Now, I don't make
review, reaction, commentary style content, really. But after the emotional roller coaster I've been through, I felt like it was somewhat of a moral obligation to shine some light on this franchise because it's a lot. I've been through a lot. I think that I had quite a conventional relationship with Thomas
And
the
maintenance
Tank
guy want to
Engine.
make sure the
Growing
garage
up,
is
I
fine.
watched it when I was younger.
Maintenance guy want to make sure the garage is fine.
Really watch it. That was it. I walked away with plenty.
Okay, guys, I'm back. I had to help the maintenance guy with something. He wanted to know where the breaker box was, or the main breaker was. I told him he wanted to know where the main breaker was. He can't get to it because I cut the main breaker. The main breakers put up where he can't get to it. The main breakers are outside. So, okay. Unlucky Tug, History of Sodor. That's not what I wanted, but close enough. I'll fix it later. But yeah, guys, I'm just gonna stay on until noon, or maybe till 1, maybe till 2 o'clock. Who knows how long I'm gonna stay on for? The cats are pissed, but you know what though? I don't care. I'm not gonna watch that. Clear. I don't know what I'm doing, guys. I'm just killing time. Just trying to kill time for just to make some decent videos. And recently, I did pretty good. Recently, I'm doing pretty good at making videos for you guys. I mean, so far, you guys like the videos, so that's what counts. They're repaving. They're redoing the roof later. So yeah, that's a positive, but sorry about the lighting too, guys. I mean, clear. I mean, I don't know what I'm going to be watching, but yeah, guys, we're just going to... Oh, audio archive sounds like a good idea. But like I said, guys, I do a lot of weird stuff. So yeah, guys, just killing time. So yeah, he's killing time. That's all I'm doing today. So yep, yes, don't know what to actually. I'm just trying to figure out what I should just do. There's like nothing to do right now, so yeah. Well, noise stuff. I can't cosplay like noise on stuff. I don't know what that means. Last symbol makes no sense to me. Oh, everybody, that's like is that like a dab or is it like the last symbol like a dab or something? I don't really know. Oh, this is a good one. I don't know. I really don't do the dab thing. But later on today, guys, we will be finishing up Beastars later on today. Finish up book 11. Then we'll start 12. Because I got 2 books right now, guys. I haven't even touched yet since I started. I have 3 books. I have 2 books I still have to read, guys. I haven't read yet. I have to read these last. I have to read 18. I like to read 18 and 7. I need to read 18 and 19 as soon as possible because I've not read them yet. I haven't opened the books up yet. So yeah, okay. Happy hamster. Right now, guys, it's nice out. It's only 9. It's almost 10 o'clock in the morning, and there's nothing on the TV. Just crap. It's just sports stuff or talk shows. It's all it's on these days. At 11 o'clock. At 11 o'clock, it's the news on one network, then a game show, then their talk show. That's it. At 11 o'clock, it's just talk shows. It's kind of weird because you think about it, in the morning it's mostly talk shows. At noon it's the news, and then after noon it's soaps. Except Fox. Fox never did soaps, which I'm glad. When I was younger, I always watched Fox.
And welcome to a late
breaking edition of the Oddity Archive.
Yeah.
It's so late breaking that some of our headlines dated
So,
back as the 1930s.
like I said, guys, I'm just killing. Like I said, you guys got anything to say, just put in the chat and I'll answer your questions.
Never, I guess.
But
Anyway,
me personally, I'm just, having fun.
implied, today's episode is all about breaking news. And
Can't wait to fix my house up.
That moment when regular programming is broken into. Although we're going to also take a look at some of those moments where the real news happens right in the middle of an ongoing bulletin.
So yeah.
So with that, let's cover with as light a touch as possible, because a lot of this is pretty heavy stuff. We interrupt this program.
Joining us now from New York, NBC News senior international.
Nothing. Okay, that was just the bugs.
We got news on this. A grisly end to the long search for a missing woman.
As well, we have to remember that the Queen is not just serving as the head of state.
One of my many gripes
So,
about the media today is that everything is breaking news.
It hit me sneezing
This
this.
is coming from someone that is younger than CNN, FNN, and headline news. For example, just for a lark, the day I started kicking around the idea for this episode, I grabbed my phone, opened the camera app, turned on the TV, hit the 3 major cable news outlets, and took a picture of the first, not a commercial, thing I saw. 2 channels were in full-on breaking news mode, and the other had the word crisis splashed on screen. The Iran stuff was a couple of days old by this point. Not exactly hot off the presses. Now, call me naive. But this feels more like a ratings grab than anything else. As such, it felt simultaneously comforting and maddening that even in my lifetime, the bar for breaking news has been much higher. And that bar was that much higher before my time. In other words,
Reagan.
it's comforting that it
Oh, listen, Reagan got shot.
this way, maddening
I'm watching the audio archives, guys. Breaking news.
never
Why break a television? What shoot television for? I mean, me personally, I shot I know a friend that has done that.
Quasi-historian, I did my best to dig as deep and as far back as I could to try and find that earliest surviving breaking news.
Train's coming.
Well, I'm pleased to report that I was able to get us all the way back into the golden age of radio, but I'm less pleased to report that there are no deep cuts here. And I think there's 2 reasons for that. 1, recording gear was a lot less accessible back then, and 2, the yardstick for breaking news was a lot higher. Now, as for the oldest one, I'm cheating a bit here because it didn't air live. But it's a famous one. It's the Hindenburg disaster, the German airship that caught fire and went up very, very quickly on May 6, 1937. But we've all heard that broadcast, the Ode to Humanity.
1, 2.
It was supposed to be a
2 engines, okay. So yeah.
to be played at some later date. So in this case, we had some guys from WLS out of Chicago in New Jersey covering it, recording it, with the intent of taking it back home. Well, of course, the thing went up, and then it became a mad rush to get back. But it was still the next day before it aired. Now, as for the other stuff, as you would expect, it's World War II stuff. And
Yeah, World War II.
This was during the period of the news flash, and where that was really an official term. It's one of those things that's been appropriated and watered down a lot since then. But back then, if you got a news flash, it was official, and it was serious.
Yep. Now we've been out for now, guys. Been out for an hour now. So yep. Yes, the Hindenburg was a swastika. Yes, the German period. Taken in the morning after.
time I've been feet into the sky, and it's a terrific isolated film, and it's spoken slaves now, all the humanity, all the fans.
Wow. Herbert Morris. Wow, he was old when he passed. 1905 1989. News truck to use. Wow. Pretty nice news truck. BBC Radio. Sunday, September 3rd, 1939 at 11:15 a.m. London time.
I am speaking to you from the cabinet room, 10 Downing Street. This morning, the British ambassador in Berlin handed the German government a final note stating that unless we heard from them by 11 o'clock, that they were prepared at once to withdraw their troops from Poland, a state of war would exist between us. I have to tell you now that no such undertaking has been received, and that consequently this country is at war with Germany.
Giants versus the Brooklyn Dodgers. Okay. So the Dodgers won against the... This is not a drill. Sunday, September 7th, 41 at 2:59:50 a.m. Eastern Time. I mean, it was PM. NBC Red. NBC Red Network, 2:38 Eastern Time. NBC Red. About 40 miles from Manila. Manila is in the Philippines, if I'm right. .251 Eastern Time, NBC Red. Burma on the 14th. December 14th, they take Burma, which is Myanmar. Now the Pearl Harbor report. Blue and Red. NBC Blue and Red networks. I need to look that up later. 11:46 Hawaii time. I mean, this is old stuff. This is pretty interesting stuff. Watching the audio archives from Ben. The telephone operator cut him off. The government shut down the phone call. NBC Red and Blue networks. I looked it up. 1944, June 6, 1944, at 3:30 a.m. Eastern Time. WEAF. Wow, 101 years old. Wow. Robert St. John lived a long time. Wow, he was over 100 years old when he died.
Claiming that the invasion of Western Europe has begun. And now we have just been informed that we can expect in a very few seconds, a very important broadcast from the British capital. And so now we take you to London.
The section of communication
the Denver Post. Wow. That's pretty cool. If he actually got this from the Denver Post, that's pretty. President Eisenhower. That's right, General Eisenhower.
Supported by strong air forces, began landing Allied armies this morning on the northern coast of France.
Honestly, I think it's sad that one of my all-time most requested topics that I have no intention of ever covering is deaths that happened live on the air. Or I guess dead on the air might be more accurate. Gallows humor aside, even by the low standards of oddity art,
I'm the same.
I think it crosses the line.
Yep, same Ben.
Having said that, given today's topic, it's somewhat inevitable. Now, as you probably noticed with Hindenburg bits, I did my best to keep it from getting too lurid. But now we're getting into the television era and onto the stuff that was broadcast live, especially 9/11, which, of course, millions of us saw happen, myself included. And I did go back and watch it again for this episode, and it's no better now. And don't get me wrong, I am one of those people that considers it best to get their history as firsthand as possible.
Excuse me.
But given the general tone of this show, I don't think it's appropriate here. So we're still going to cover the biggies, but I'm going to do my best to keep it from getting too lurid. Besides, it's still going to be plenty depressing.
Now, for the as the mountain adventure with Pretty Girl on Route 66 tonight on the CBS television network. And now, here is a bulletin from CBS News. Further details on an assassination attempt against President Kennedy in Dallas, Texas. President Kennedy was shot as he drove from Dallas Airport to downtown Dallas. Governor Connolly of Texas in the car with him was also shot. It is reported that 3 bullets rang out. A Secret Service man was heard to shout from the car, "He's dead." Whether he referred to President Kennedy or not, new taste in dog food. Discover new Friskies Magic Sauce Cube. Here's a bulletin from CBS News. President Kennedy has been the victim of an assassin's bullet in Dallas, Texas. It is not known as yet whether the president survived the attack against him. The incident was this. The president, Mrs. Kennedy, and Governor Connolly...
I'm closing the poll down.
Car from Dallas Airport to downtown Dallas, where the president was scheduled to make a speech.
Ah, that's a nice little young man right there.
Come on, bud. Sounds exciting.
We interrupt this program to bring you further details on the shooting of President Kennedy. After the shots were fired and the president was seen snuffed over and Governor Connolly was hit, the motorcade sped on toward the hospital. It took them perhaps 5 minutes to reach the ambulance entrance of the hospitals. Reporters later say the president was lying flat on his face in the car. A man and woman were seen scrambling on the upper level of the walkway overlooking the underpass from which they believe the shots were fired.
Roughly 12:56.
I'm Dan of Doc Face is losing Jimmy, but he can prove he's his son. Doing a ridiculous schoolmaster on the travels of daring activities.
7:30 Eastern Time, 6:30 Central on ABC. President Kennedy has been shot in Dallas, Texas. He was shot while he was touring town with Governor Connolly in the famous bubble car. The bubble was down. So Mrs. Kennedy and Mrs. Connolly were in the car with them. 3 shots rang out, and the president jumped forward, and Governor Connolly remained seated upright. So far, the latest word is that
Governor Connolly was wearing a back brace too. To my knowledge, at the time, Governor Connolly was wearing a back brace. To my knowledge.
Tightly around the hips, keeping that straight, sweet look that you have. And very often you'll find a zipper hip.
Now, Governor Connolly was wearing a back brace, guys. His back is back, so he was wearing a back brace. Governor Connolly was. So, yeah.
And you'll excuse me if I am out of breath. A bulletin. This is from United Press from Dallas. President Kennedy and Governor John Connolly have been cut down by assassins' bullets in downtown Dallas. They were riding in an open automobile when the shots were fired. The president, his limp body carried in the arms of his wife Jacqueline, has rushed to Parkland Hospital. And if you'll excuse me if I give some directions, we talk about what we're going to do here for the next few minutes. But Bobby, let's tape this, if you please, particularly the interview with the eyewitness people. It is being taped good.
About 48 minutes later.
government sources now confirm. We have this from Washington. Government sources now confirm that President Kennedy is dead. So that apparently is the final word.
Now 9/11.
Order call 1-800-333-DISH.
Fox News, we have a very tragic alert for you right now. An incredible plane crash into the World Trade Center here at the lower tip of Manhattan.
It's believed the 737 has crashed into this speculation at this point, but at least 2 theories taken down.
We have a satellite picture right now. That is it.
A live picture. As you can see, this is different. This is a different perspective than we saw earlier. The plane obviously went in on one side and came out the other. There's debris all over the ground. I reminded a couple things that happened recently, Dr. Gross. Not long
9:03.
ago, within the last couple of weeks, in fact, there was a. I must say now that we are a nation under siege. Right now, we are a nation under siege. There is a terrorist attack, as you can see, at the heart of the financial capital of the world.
Roughly 9:40.
One at the heart of the military command center of the United States of America, the Pentagon. Apparently, there has been an explosion. We have no further details. We don't know the extent of that.
Pentagon 9:37.
There's been an explosion at the Pentagon as well. There are some smoke clouds that we can see in the Washington, D.C. area.
The man wasn't that compulsive.
9:51.
Was absolutely the most amazing man that America has ever created, ever.
Okay, I've got to interrupt you right now. Richard Hack, thank you very much. We appreciate the book is called Hughes. We want to go live right now and show you a picture of the World Trade Center, where I understand, do we have it? No, we do not. We have a breaking story, though. We're going to come back with that in just a moment. First, this is Today on NBC.
Roughly 8:54.
As Matt just mentioned, we have a breaking news story to tell you about. Apparently, a plane has just crashed into the World Trade Center here in New York City. It happened just a few moments ago, apparently. We have very little information available at this point in time. But on the phone, we do have Jennifer Oberstein, who apparently witnessed this event. Elliot, of course, because of the incident that
9:03.
Have you seen any evidence, Elliot, of people being taken out of the building? You say that emergency vehicles are there, understandably so, but of course.
Despite a temporary restraining order,
New York 1,
teachers go out on
8:50.
strike on the first day of the new school year. They stay out until September 29th. That's today in New York City history.
This is a live picture from our camera on the Empire State Building looking toward the World Trade Center. A 3-alarm fire and a report of an explosion somewhere in the World Trade Center. You can see the plume of smoke from the top of one of the World Trade Center towers. And this has just come into us, word of this incident at the World Trade Center crash with a story that says there is no report of any casualties without jumping to too many conclusions, looking at the extent of this damage and knowing how well
Up next is a batch of what I consider to be second-tier downers. Much lower body counts, if any at all, but still important. Now, as you may have noticed in that last batch, the end goal for a good chunk of these reporters was to be not necessarily the first at breaking the story, but being the most accurate. Well, this time we get to see what happens when that gets botched live on the air. I kind of wish there was a little more of this attitude today.
Cincinnati has just kicked the second field goal, 7-6 at the half Steelers. As some of you may have heard, there's been an incident in Guyana in which an American congressman and several newsmen have been killed. We now have a special report from CBS News correspondent Ed Bradley.
This is a CBS News special report. The dead are Congressman Leo Ryan, Democrat from California, NBC reporter Don Harris, NBC cameraman Robert Brown, San Francisco Examiner photographer Gregory Robinson, and a woman who has not been identified pending an aircraft to return with some unhappy settlers when they were ambushed, perhaps by someone among the settlers. The founder of the sect is Jim Jones, former housing authority plane, is taken the seriously wounded to a hospital at Rainey Air Force Base in Puerto Rico. The less seriously wounded are due in Andrews Air Force Base outside Washington later tonight. Ed Bradley, CBS News, New York.
Videotape of an incident that took place less than 15 minutes
March
ago.
1981, roughly at 2:42 p.m.
He was wounded. Died. The president was hit. He is in stable condition. All this information. But the president was hit. He was hit in the left chest, according to this, but he is in stable condition. And they
Look at him in the heart. Wait, no. Ring got shot in the armpit.
The president was hit.
1997, early morning hours. TIN News. ITN.
We're interrupting programs to tell you that Diana, Princess of Wales, is gravely ill in intensive care in Paris's Salpêtrière Hospital after being seriously injured in a car crash which killed her friend, the Halliday fire. So there is the car being towed away. We are now being told that Diana, Princess of Wales, who was reported to be injured in that accident you've just seen pictures of, has actually died in Paris's Salpêtrière Hospital. A French minister has confirmed the death of the Princess of Wales.
Chicago.
We interrupt our regular program schedule to bring you the following special report from ABC News in Washington. Here is Frank Reynolds.
There has been a dreadful airplane crash in Washington. An Air Florida 737 just a short while ago, after taking off from National Airport, bound for Tampa, struck a bridge, the 14th Street Bridge in Washington. That is basically all we know at this point. It is undoubtedly, or probably is weather-related, because Washington is experiencing a very, very bad snowstorm here today, part of the tremendous storm that has afflicted so much of the country.
Well, it wouldn't be Oddity Archive without some weathery kind of stuff. I mean, we've only had 2 episodes of ostensibly weather.
I like the weather videos are fun.
Broadcasting.
The weather videos are awesome.
Another one of just weather warnings. So, keeping in spirit with at least part of the weather warnings episode.
Oh, that's right. He's on tomorrow.
Let's take a look at
It's Friday.
weather-related break-ins. Now, these are all either local or network originals. So no civil defense broadcasting was involved here per se. But having said that, at least one of these occurrences probably did trigger some sort of civil defense broadcast, but as of my making this, no footage has surfaced.
Allowing Jose Canseco to score, and he fails to get Dave Parker at second base, so the Oakland A's take. I'm saying what they have in
I don't know if we're on the air. We're in yours? Yeah, we hear you. I don't hear a thing. I get Dave Parker. I don't know if we're on the air or not, and I'm not sure I hear. At the moment, but we are. Well, folks, that's the greatest open in the history of television. Bar none. Yes, it certainly did.
Okay. We're here at the Channel 4 newsroom, as you folks. There's no surprise. Early folks this morning, we've been hit with a major earthquake. Right now, we're trying to basically gather some more information, trying to figure out where this has been centered. I'm not sure we can take a look around that right now, but half the newsroom behind me has been disheveled. A lot of television monitors knocked off the shelves. 5:50.
The National Weather Service has issued a severe thunderstorm warning in effect until 11:05 this morning for the following parish in northwest Louisiana. Bienville at 10:05, Shreveport radar indicated a very heavy thunderstorm northeast of Coshada, Louisiana, which has produced marble-sized hail. It's increasing and moving to the east-northeast at 50 miles per hour. The entire Channel 10 viewing area is under a tornado watch at this time, includes most of Arkansas and northwest Louisiana. Again, the National Weather Service has issued a severe thunderstorm warning in effect until 11:05 for Bienville Parish in northwest Louisiana. Stay tuned to Channel 10 for further weather information.
Jefferson, Bullitt, Oldham, Henry, Shelby, and Spencer counties in Kentucky. A pair of tornadoes were indicated by radar at 7:10 p.m. at 15 miles south and 10 miles southeast of Standard Airport in Louisville. These tornadoes are moving to the east-northeast at 50 miles an hour. The police department has just called WHS-TV, speaking for the water company. They say that the water supply in Louisville has fallen to a dangerously low level. This is because of the tornado that went through Louisville late this afternoon, crippling the water company operation in the Crescent Hill area. So you're asked, please do not use water. Please do not use water now until the water supply can build itself up again, because right now it has fallen to a dangerously low level. One was sighted near McNeely Lake just about 5 or 6 minutes ago. We'll see you at 9 o'clock. Please take care. WHS-TV Louisville. Gift America presents America's fastest gift service.
You've got 3 choices. You can give it all up, you can make us shoot you, or we can let them have at you. I get.
Mount St. Helens has erupted again. Initial reports say that a large mushroom-shaped cloud has risen almost 10 miles into the sky. Pilots flying over the volcano said the eruption looked like an atomic bomb. Tonight's eruption is the largest since May 25th, when the volcanic ash blanketed much of southwestern Washington.
Here is a special weather report from News Center 5.
Good evening. The National Weather Service has just issued a tornado warning for a portion of our viewing area. Here is Channel 5's weathercaster, Jim Tillman. More information, Jim.
Well, the National Weather Service issued a tornado warning effective until 9:30 this evening for southern Will, Grundy, and Kankakee counties in Illinois. 3 funnel clouds were sighted just a bit ago at 8:22 this evening in the vicinity of Morris, Illinois. They were moving toward the southeast.
This next batch is just going to be a short one. This is just as much meant to show off the graphics that were being used in the 70s and 80s as anything else. But having said that, this next set is extra amusing in retrospect, at least, in that I think most of these headlines could have easily waited until the next commercial break. As such, I call this my whoop-de-freaking-do montage.
CTA bus drivers and motormen are going out on strike at 3 o'clock this morning. Late tonight, the union representing its 11,000 employees announced the strike, leaving 200,000 riders to fend for themselves. We'll have details on the CTA strike and a possible firefighter strike later on at 10 o'clock this evening.
This has been a special news bulletin from Channel 7 News. Now back to An American Christmas Carol.
Governor Thompson has adjourned the meeting with Chicago school board members and representatives of state, city, union, and banking officials as the summit meeting failed to produce a bailout plan as teachers and other board members of education or employees of the Board of Education will not pay for the second Friday in a row. Talks resume this morning at 9 a.m. Give to the American Cancer Society.
Bill Spinn's trying to get more than 100, and he gets 40, 90.
Good morning. This is Dan Rowler in New York. Against a Middle East and a grenade backdrop, President Reagan is about to appear before reporters at the White House. On the Middle East, the president apparently will announce that former Defense Secretary Donald Rumsfeld will be named as his new Special Mideast envoy.
I thought I'd try and close out today's episode on the lightest note possible. So I've got a batch of rankings for you here of admittedly varying degrees of seriousness, and some actually are kind of serious, but they all come with a certain degree of dumb luck. So let's close things out today with a look at some rather serendipitous break-ins.
You choose the 6 for 9 for $49.95 or the 9 for 12 at $89.95. So you see, look, taste, it's not expensive. Carpetteria.
Save on all your lighting needs at Halifax. There's a showroom near you in fact. Here is a bulletin from Channel 5 News. Singer Elvis Presley has died in a Memphis, Tennessee hospital. The 45-year-old entertainer apparently died of a respiratory ailment. No other details were given. Repeating, singer Elvis Presley has died at the age of 45. A complete report tonight on Newswatch at 10.
Cold day? Did you play cold day?
We interrupt this program to bring you the following special report from NBC News. Here is David Brinkley.
Good evening. Some early results from the Kansas primary. We have two projections. In the Democratic Party primary, we project President Carter the winner on the basis of early returns from selected precincts. In the Republican primary, we project Ronald Reagan the winner. Those are the early returns from the Kansas primary. We'll have full details on this and the Wisconsin primary in a special program tonight following your local news.
This special NBC News report has been brought to you by the Gulf Oil Corporation, producers of more and better energy from oil.
We'll return to NBC News Parade coverage shortly. Switch now to NBC News' Tom Brokaw. Tom?
Good afternoon and Happy New Year, everyone. And this new year begins with an important demonstration of the renewed communications between the Soviet Union and the United States. President Reagan and Soviet leader Gorbachev are exchanging New Year's messages that will be broadcast directly to the Soviet and American people.
Here's a special bulletin from the Channel 7 Eyewitness Newsroom. I'm Jim Gibbons.
At least 155 persons are reported injured in a rush hour collision of two CTA rapid transit trains on the Jefferson Park line at Edison Street this morning. None of the 7 hospitals receiving the victims have thus far reported a fatality, but it is known that some of the injured are undergoing surgery and are listed in serious condition.
So try Tickle. You'll like the way it feels, and you'll love the way it works.
Here is a special report from NBC News. Former Vice President Nelson Rockefeller is dead. Mr. Rockefeller has been rushed to Lenox Hill Hospital just before midnight with what appeared to be a heart attack. Repeating, former Vice President and New York Governor Nelson Rockefeller is dead at 70. This has been a special report from NBC News.
Well, that's it for today's archive. I'm sure you're expecting some cute little breaking news gag out of me here. And you would be right. You would be right. You would be right. Where was this on the technical difficulties episode?
Drive Annex.
Stand by, please, for a special news bulletin from Channel 7 News.
New.
You know what? I'm gonna cut you guys off. I'm done. I'm gonna cut you guys off. I thought about it. I'm just gonna cut you guys off. I've been on for long enough.